it's what it gets.
Exactly.
I understand. Cool. I will get to work and see what I can make happen with this bad boy.
All right, no, he's got my number and I end up going somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. And do you have a preference on height?
Not really.
Just whatever works?
Yeah, whatever's the best that's gonna make it go straight. And obviously, I don't know if you've seen it when I was turning. It's like trying to roll over on each other.
Yeah, I'll get it sorted out. I'll figure out what's going on.
Little Catfish Camaro in for a race chassis setup. Drag and drive. Very cool. Manual rack. Big old turbo. Should be a fun car. Let's get this thing set up. Come back to the shop. Nice build, Tom. Alright, well this thing's a mess, but that's to be expected with a fresh setup. We're going to try and get 6 degrees caster over here if we can. We'll match it with this. And we'll play around with the camber, see what the action of this thing does. I need to square up my toe initially and recomp. And I'll play with the caster a little bit and then we'll go from there. These old Catfish Camaros are 97 to 02, I think. They actually have a nice double A-arm suspension, which is fully adjustable. I'll be interested to see where this one ends up. It's got a bunch of tubular arms and highly adjustable components on it, so we should be able to square it up and make it act the way we want it to, and we'll determine what kind of ride height we want to have it at for the optimal cycling of the suspension. First I'm going to set my baseline toe and recomp it so that I know I've got a good setting, because this is over 3 degrees towed in, so it's a mess. I don't know whose K-member this is, but it's pretty nice. It's got changeable motor mount points, adjustable camber, adjustable caster. It's got coils in it, so we've got adjustable ride height. And we have a bump steer kit, which we'll have to figure out. This is a lot more than just alignment. But it should be pretty awesome when we're done with it. Let me grab some wrenches. It looks like Spohn Performance out of Myerstown, Pennsylvania is who are the builders and fabricators of these kits. All the control arm suspension components, K-member, rear suspension components, they have a lot of adjustments built into them. It's a very nice kit. Nice work, Spohn Performance. I like your stuff. This is going to make this car fly. I'm going to set some pinion angle real quick. I've reset my front toe. Casters look better, but I really need to just start over because it was 3 degrees towed in, which is horribly off, and it makes the machine get really strange readings. So I'm going to roll this thing back, recomp, start over, and set my pinion angle because it's 3, almost 4 degrees. We're going to set that around 2, which is what Spohn recommends with their setup. I'm pretty sure their setup doesn't have much give, but their recommendation is 2. I normally set them up at 3, but with this setup, it's going to be 2. We're going to see how it works. Let me get this thing rolled down, recomped, and we'll do that next. Alright, so this has some QA1 front long travel struts, and then it has rear Viking 2-way adjustable struts, or shocks in the rear. And let's take a look and see what our bump steer looks like. So on lift we are towing out a lot. I need more shim. I took some shim out because it was towing out. It's towing out more, so we're going to put some more shim in there. Let's go the other way. Might need longer bolts. Shouldn't. I would think these came with the kit. Ooh, too far. Center wheel. Well, it's set to 0. Let's see what it does on lift. That's pretty close. Still towing out just a skosh. I'm gonna need to get some longer bolts for up front, but that's very close. Pretty happy with that. We'll pick up 2 grade 8 bolts that are roughly 1 inch longer so that I have a little more room for shim and for the nylock to fully engage. We should be good to go. Let's tighten it up. Looks pretty good. Let's see what we do on lift now that we have fresh comp. both wheels go like that. So our rack must not be squared. Lift, they're staying dead nuts. So we still need to get line bolts. So on launch, he's going to have to steer to the left just a hair because there's no way for me to re-index this steering wheel. I'll talk to him about that because the way the master spline is. And it's all double D, so if he upgrades his column to something that's a little more adjustable, we can get the steering wheel centered a little differently because otherwise it's going to be like that. But no big deal. On lift, my camber goes positive, but it does it evenly, so I'm okay with that. Let's see if we can add some more caster to it. So this one's maxed. Now it has a Heim joint. I could adjust more into it. I think I'm just splitting hairs for a ½ degree when I'm already at 5.4 for caster. My cambers look pretty good. It's got a nice trap. Oh, my toe looks amazing. Yep, I'm happy with the camber, happy with the caster. Happy with the toe, I'm happy with the bump steer. Let's adjust thrust angle. Normally I would adjust thrust angle first, but in this case I wanted to get the big part of the elephant eaten, so I did the front end. Now I'll move to the back, I'll set up the back end, then I'll re-square up my toe. And that should be about it for this one. I think the ride height's good where it is. I've got a good cycle. I've got good down travel. So when he lets off, it should, I guess the down travel would really be the question, because I don't see any bump stops for down travel. It's probably going to stuff those tires into the wheel well, so I don't want to go any lower. What do you want to do? I want to go in a straight line really fast. We can help with that. Where are you going? Oop, too far. Zero thrust angle. Lock it down. Zero thrust angle. Let's get our flat part of our yoke to where we can read off of it. Alright. Zero. Zero. Three. And 1.3. Zero to 3. 2.1. pretty close. We're within a tenth. I think we'll walk it down right there. This Spohn Performance kit's really nice, I must admit. Oops, I'm going the wrong way with that one. Looking at it backwards apparently. Don't have that. Turnbuckle. Pinion angle set. Thrust angle set. Go ahead, recomp and start from anew, and this should be a done deal on this one. So we went from a 4-inch bolt to a 4 3/4-inch bolt, give us the length we need to get proper engagement on our nylock nuts. We went ahead and got new nylocks as well. So I don't know how many times the old ones had been on and off there. Not much of a difference, but enough.
Fit?
Yep, perfect.
Perfect.
So I'll start over and recomp it.
So one more time.
Let's do it one more time. That's how I do things. Repeatable result. I think that's pretty good for a preliminary setup. We're slightly towed in. Sitting static, I'm 1.5 degrees negative camber, but under lift it's actually positive camber, but they're cycling the same rates. Within 0.2 of a degree in caster, I'm good with that. I may put more caster into this after he gets some seat time in the car and does some test runs. Usually more caster is better for stability, but I'd like to see what he does with it, and then maybe we'll add some more to it. I sorted out thrust angle, caster camber adjustments, toe adjustments, bump steer correction, and pinion angle correction. So quite a few little things done to make this race car better and safer on the track. Let's see what it does under lift. It's impressive. Now it's starting to lift the tire, but the tires are still contacting. That's 6 inches of lift, and it could probably go up a little bit more, still a little bit, but I mean, 6 inches of rise is pretty darn good, and still having your tires on the ground. My toe in on lift is nothing. It actually towed out Towed out 0.2 of a degree. I'm going to actually throw a little more shim into that front because I can, but not that much. Where are my shims at? That is really close. Reset our toe and see where we're at. So on lift now, what's our toe do? On lift we go I needed a thinner than just a washer. Now I'm going positive 1/2 degree, which is exceptional. I've gotten them to where they've been 0 throughout the range. I thought it was at 0, but it was actually towing out 0.2, so 0.2 degree. So I put one more 1/2-inch washer in there just to give it the space of the washer. I didn't have any thinner shims than that at the moment for 1/2 inch, but about half the thickness of that washer would have been perfect. But this will do, because positive toe under lift, it will still maintain stability, and he's not going through the range where it's crossing into negative and coming back positive. So it's a full sweep where caster and camber work together in a way that it doesn't cause weird toe action. So this front suspension system's a very nice setup. It's fully adjustable upper arms, fully adjustable lower arms, adjustable for different engine choices. The rear arms are fully adjustable, pinion's fully adjustable, so hats off to Spohn Performance. It's some nice stuff, guys. Reachy likey. This car ought to do really well. I'm excited to see what kind of feedback it gives us. Well, that's a wrap for this one. Time to let the gentleman take this and put it to the test and see what this car can do. Give us some feedback, and then maybe we'll add some more caster to it and see if it makes it even better. Who knows? We'll find out. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. Have a great day.